Today's beer review is brought to you from a cultural icon of the 1990s. Yes, which artist had a number one 3 weeks for number one in the 90s? It has to be Mr. Blobby. So this is Dunblobbin. It's a double dry hot IPA from Sureshot Brewery. But what's it going to be like? Keep on watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review today. I'm excited because we've got Dunblobbin. This is a Mr. Blobby themed beer from Manchester Brewery Sureshot. Excellent artwork here. Obviously, we've got Mr. Blobby all over it. And it's a double dry hot IPA using just Simcoe hops. So I'm quite excited about this just because I think it looks pretty damn good. Mr. Blobby, for those that are too young to remember, was all over the place in the 90s. Obviously first appearing on Noel's House Party. Then he had a number one single for 3 weeks and he sort of popped up in all kinds of different things. I don't think we've seen much of Mr. Blobby over the last probably 20 odd years, but obviously people that know him will remember him fondly. And so this beer is probably a bit of a tribute to him. So let's crack it open, get it in a glass and see if it's going to be hopefully better than his number one single that was 3 weeks in the 3 weeks at number one. If it's better than that, then we're on for a winner here. I've not had many beers with just Simcoe in it. It's usually a hop that we see usually with Citra and Mosaic, certainly usually used with other beers, especially in an IPA. So I'm interested to really get to the bottom of what Simcoe's all about. I know it usually brings a lot more earthiness, but usually that's how it works with sort of the more tropical hops of Citra and Mosaic sort of. So anyway, beer in a glass, looks pretty good. It's a lovely sort of light orange, very hazy. 2 fingers, just off white, but very compacted head. Looks pretty damn good. Let's see what the aroma's like. Yeah, smells very sort of citrusy, very much orange, passion fruit, mango. There's a slight earthiness there as well. It smells inviting to drink. So let's tuck in. Cheers, everyone. That is good. First things first, amazingly soft, creamy, really lovely sort of medium bodied mouthfeel. It's definitely the start. I mean, that's, you know, I've taken a big sort of swig of that and it's just, it glides down. It's a really lovely mouthfeel. Flavours wise, very similar to the aroma. So you're getting quite a bit of orange and mango and passion fruit. There's a little bit of earthiness, but it's held in check. It's a very sort of low bitterness sort of beer. And it sort of glides down. Orange, passion fruit, mango. You're not really getting much on the back end. You're not getting sort of you're not getting grapefruit or any sort of bright citrus like your lemons and limes. It's very much the flavours up front and then it sort of washes itself away. But the start is definitely the mouthfeel because like it's gliding down really, really easily. Yeah, it's a nice beer. Really easy to drink. It's got Daya-esque sort of mouthfeel to it. It's a creamy, soft, very, very good mouthfeel. I've said it once, but you know, this is a beer that the mouthfeel sort of the star of it. It does remind me of a beer, which is not surprising because back when in the first year I did this review, first did this channel, we're in the 3rd year now. I had a beer from Verdant and I think it was called, I had lots of hands and I can't remember what it was called now. I had lots of hands and arms on it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a pale ale, double dry hop pale ale, I think, and it was Simcoe as well. And I think that year was the best reviewed beer. And again, a lot of it about the mouthfeel for it. But this is very similar. I don't think it's going to be like my beer of the year as much as it's definitely the theme and the cover already, because I just think this looks great. But it's a very easy drinking, a very good beer and a good example of Simcoe really. I think Simcoe needs something else. It's one of those sort of hops that There's lots of bright flavours up front, but then it needs a sort of a punchline, really. It needs a sort of Mr. Blobby-esque punchline at the end. It needs a little bit of grapefruit. It's double dry hop, but I'm not getting much in the way of dryness, really, which is quite sort of strange. But it's so easy to drink. So a really nice IPA that you want to, that you can drink down really, really quickly. As I say, the mouthfeel is the star because it just glides down. But the flavours are there, the orange and passion fruit, mango. They're the big flavours. It's a really good beer. So, hope you've enjoyed this review. I've made it quite short today. Basically, I'm keeping my reviews a little bit shorter today because I'm filming this on Saturday, the day of the Taylor Hawkins tribute, and I hope let me know if you've watched it, because this video is going to come out after probably a good few days after the actual event. So far I really enjoyed the we had the Wolfgang Van Halen came on with Justin Hawkins from The Darkness was singing, and they played two great Van Halen songs, On Fire and Hot for Teacher. Really, really good. I mean, Wolfgang played really, really guitar, just like his dad on that. So they were really good. And then we had the Jeff Buckley sort of tribute, couple of Jeff Buckley songs that was sung by Dave Grohl's daughter, and they were really good as well. I'm a big fan of Jeff Buckley. So I want to get these in before Rush comes on. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. But let me know if you've seen it already. You've probably, when you're watching this video, you've probably seen Rush, seen the other stuff that's happened. Let me know what your highlights were of the Taylor Hawkins tribute, because it's it's a special concert, really, and I think I've watched it live. I'm expecting a lot of people have watched it live on YouTube. You can see it quite easy on there. But let me know what your highlights of that was. Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you thought of Mr. Blobby. Were you a big fan back in the 90s? Did you buy his single? Let's hope you didn't. But that's enough for today. So the scores are coming up, and until then, you know what you're gonna do. Keep on rocking. Okay, the scores are in for Dunblobbin. It's a double dry hopped IPA from Sureshot Brewery, based in Manchester. Again, great artwork. Sometimes I'm thinking, well, I need to have some scores for artwork, because this would definitely be a 10 out of 10. But it's a really good beer. So let's get those scores. So start with aroma, appearance, flavour, value for money, and overall experience. And the total score for Dunblobbin is